Bonjour everyone, welcome to another diecast showcase. So today we are going to be checking out what's pretty much going to be part 2 of, I guess, a 3-part series where I'll be showing you what my Christmas shopping haul for 2023 is looking like. So the first part is my most recent video, depending in which order I decide to post these videos, where I unbox the 36 count Hot Wheels box. And today we are going to be checking out the portion of my finds that are going to be staying on card for now. So without further ado, we're going to be checking out what I found. We've got the 3 big, well, I should say probably 3 out of the 4 big M lettered diecast producers, which would be Matchbox, Maisto, and M2. No new majorettes on this haul. So let's jump right in and check out what I found. So we're going to be starting off with 2 Maistos, little fresh metal main lines. First one being this nice little S197 Mustang. Don't know if it's a GT. Don't know if it's a, it's not a Mach 1. It's not a Boss. It's not a Cobra. But it's in a nice grabber blue. The not so offensive Maisto wheels on this one, as you can see. Yeah, a nice little addition to the collection, because I did not have a hardtop version of this vehicle. So we're talking about rear tampos and front tampos being present on this nice little piece. And that's the first find for today. Second find being the Porsche 356 Roadster, or convertible, or drop top, or however you want to call it. Again, same thing. Rear tampos are present. Front tampos are present as well. These are the not so great wheels, and definitely on this casting are not the most desirable. But, overall, for how cheap these things are, it's definitely a great candidate for a wheel swap. And I pretty much have just the right wheels for this, so this will probably be cracked eventually, and we'll be changing up the rollers on this thing. So great stuff, because a lot of diecast manufacturers do concentrate a lot on the Speedster version, which has a more elevated rear end and a lower windscreen. So it's fun to see a 356 non-coupe. I do have one of those, a Kinsmart pullback 1/32 scale, give or take, version in blue, and now I have a convertible version. So I'm really happy about this one. It's good looking Maisto casting. So if you of course ignore the wheels. So we'll jump into some Hot Wheels. All right, I did pick up a bunch of Hot Wheels. So the ones I'm going to be showing you are the best condition cards that I found, because obviously a lot of dump-ins at this seasonal time of year. First one that I did find was not in a dump-in, and was actually in our Canadian dollar store chain, Dollarama. 2023 spring set, Volkswagen Mark 1 Caddy. So pickup version of the Mark 1 Golf/Rabbit in these nice pastel colors. Very 90s vibe going on with those graphics. No front or rear tampos. And a very weird fuchsia colored base. White PR5s, which complements the side graphics quite nicely. And yeah, it's the only one in the set that I actually wanted to pick up. Here's your other cars in the set. Pretty cool, because they're all licensed vehicles, as opposed to 2022 set that had 3 out of 5 licensed vehicles and 2 fantasy casts. So sorry about that, guys. Just needed to lend a helping hand to my daughter there that just woke up. So yeah, basically that little caddy there that we just checked out, we're looking at the only one I have carded. I have 3 variations that are loose, and this is the first one I get back into the collection on a card, so happy about that one. Alright, let's fall into some main lines that I managed to pick up. First one we're going to be checking out is this tuned Fast and Furious Supra, Mark IV Supra, so Brian Supra. Cute little thing. Again, very Dragon Ball Z proportions. If you guys have checked out the graphic novels, mangas, definitely this is a style inspired by. So yeah, real cool. OH5s, tiny OH5s, graphics are all there. No rear tampos, but you know, kind of cool. Had to pick that up since I have the charger anyways, right? I also managed to pick up the color variation of the 84 Pontiac Firebird, and I did actually, while sifting through storage because I was curious, since I have the blue one loose, I wanted to pick this one up and I wanted to compare it to the red 80s Firebird release to see if it was actually any different. Actually is, because it doesn't have T-tops like this one, so it's kind of cool retooling. This one's more of a Trans Am, as you can see through the groovy graphics on the side. And the black-faced aero disc with the chrome ring definitely looks great on this. So very 80s, and so Trans Am with base model looking wheels. Kind of cool. Definitely happy to pick this one up, and happy to add it to the collection because third bodies are definitely something I really enjoy. Now we're going to fall into a cast that I do not know a whole lot about, the Singer 21C. So it seems to be definitely a supercar, and it seems to be also maybe a tandem style seating car, or maybe it's a single seater, not exactly sure. But yeah, pretty exotic. Cool tampos on the front, cool tampos on the rear, and a nice dark shade of blue with the Y5 wheels. So yeah, good looking thing. Not something I'm super familiar with. Have no idea about the specs and everything like that. I don't know if it's a hybrid or not. Really not exactly sure. So cool pickup nevertheless. Then I picked up also the Mad Mike Drift Attack custom car. Gotta love Mad Mike. Shout out to the Kiwis out there, New Zealand. Very cool cast of a real car, real custom car, and it's really cool. I'm not sure what this thing is based on. Not sure what the specs actually are, but it's definitely a good looking piece of machinery. Pretty sure it looks great with a plume of smoke coming out the back while it's going sideways. So definitely something that I'm happy to add to the collection. Got a whole bunch of Mad Mike cars, so you know, one more for the horde. And one that I was really happy to pick up is this 68 Camaro complete custom. It's kind of like got a cyberpunk slash Mad Max slash, I don't know, a little bit of a Ghost in the Shell type of look as well, if you're familiar with the anime of that title. Yeah, really cool thing, you know. Not quite Gaslands or Death Race, just like a cool cyberpunk type of setup on this thing. Definitely looks good. Probably my favorite first gen Camaro that Hot Wheels has released, to be honest. Being an anime aficionado and whatnot, this just kind of, you know, fits within my realm of interest here. This is definitely very, very cool. So I'm happy to pick that one up. Last main line that I picked up, and definitely my pick of the lot, the infamous Alpha GTV6 3-liter with the Buso V6 in a nice race livery with the great front tampos with the tape on the front lights, the X's on the front lights to prevent glass shattering onto a racetrack in case of an impact. No rear tampos, but since it's the first red release, I'm okay with that. Did actually, while sifting through dump-ins, fall onto the white one, but it was just a card with no car attached. So either it got stolen or the car was somewhere in the bottom of the dump-in. Did not go through it because the cards were horrible, and you will be able to see how horrible the cards are through part 3 of this little video, which will be all the cars that I actually picked up that I'll be opening, as well as small thrift store haul showcase. So all in all, this is in my top 3 of the Moses Arbo castings for 2023. So this was a must-have, and I'm definitely happy to finally have it in hand. And this will look great next to the Alfa Romeo Team Transport with the 155 V6 Ti that I picked up earlier this year. Now let's jump into some Matchbox. So the current wave of Matchbox is hitting hard, especially in our dollar stores. So did manage to pick up a few cars from that wave. First one I picked up, not my favorite by any means, but this Jeep Avenger, which, to be quite honest with you, is a model I had no idea existed. I knew the Dodge Hornet was coming out, so I'm assuming this is probably something that is close to the Dodge Hornet. But then again, current badge engineering after the FCA and now Stellantis takeover of the Chrysler Group leaves me a little bit to be confused. All in all, cool little car, little SUV, which is all the rage and has been for the past, decade plus. Front and rear tampos, just your day-to-day commuter car. Bright yellow. Kind of cool. But, yeah, nothing to scream home about. It's not like I'm jumping through hoops in regards to that find. But this one, though, this is the kind of stuff I love from Matchbox. This would be the 1936 Ford Coupe. We'd refer this to a business coupe. Basically, business coupe would be the designation for on-the-road salesmen, salespeople, more salesmen in the 30s that would basically drive door to door to sell whatever they wanted to sell, be it Bibles, vacuum cleaners, or insurance, or whatever else. But this is just one of those casts from Matchbox, those Steelies look great with the black lip and the chrome center cap. Great looking front tampos. No rear tampos, but just like a nice green, dark green, olive green paint that's very period. Just one of those like great 30s cars that I'm very happy to add to the collection. Then we have the new color wave of the Toyota Hilux, or Helix, depending where you are in the world. Great front and rear tampos, as you would expect from Matchbox for these type of day-to-day vehicles. And a really nice pearl white paint. So that means that eventually I will be opening either this one or the other color variation that I have. The only reason why this is in the haul, the card to the haul video, is I'm not sure if I want to open the original because I don't remember if it's in green or red. If it's in green, I'm probably going to open the green one. If it's in red, I'm probably going to open this one. So this remains to be seen. But a great overseas Toyota pickup. Overseas in the sense they're not sold in North America. And yeah, we get the Tacoma instead of the Hilux. So there you go. Great, great little 4-door pickup. 4-door short box. And last Matchbox I picked up. Had to, because I don't have a carded one of these anymore. Same pearl white Porsche 997 GT3, one of Matchbox's most sought after castings. I have a purple and a silver loose version of this. Did have also a multi-pack blue one that I sold to a Porsche collector locally that really wanted the blue one because he never picked up the 9-pack that contained it. But this is like a great casting. Front and rear tampos are very good, although it would have been nice for them to add the little sorry about that, bumper lights, fogs and indicators, which I did add on the purple version of that I have. And they used to have them on the older releases of this, so it's kind of disappointing. But at the end of the day, all in all, a white GT3, can't go wrong. Really happy to add this. Unfortunately, didn't find the 992 red convertible that's also part of this mix. I really wish I did, but haven't located for now. Maybe on a future finds video. The sole M2 that I picked up out of this haul was one that I saw many people find, and Chris from Chris's Junkyard Designs, CJD, did showcase this one on Instagram, and I was completely enamored with this car. 58 Impala, first year for the Chevy Impala, all customed up in the very 60s style. Love the box art. Very cool car. Got the lake pipes on the side with 3 exits per side. You've got the tricolor paint with the silver and gold detailing, the aqua top and wheels, wide white walls, and you know, all the bright work that you would expect from a late 50s Finn car. So very cool. This one's staying in the box because M2 unboxings are so hit and miss, sorry. As you saw when I unboxed my last one, that little Econoline slammed van in the Ford livery, which was a disaster quality control wise. So this one is staying in the box because it looks so good, and I'm kind of afraid that I will be disenchanted if I take it out of the packaging. So 9,000 pieces worldwide. No idea what number this one is. And yeah, there's your box info if ever you want a freeze frame on that. So last but not least, I did also manage to pick up at the same store I picked up that 36 count case I was referring to before and that you saw in a previous video, a heavily discounted 6-pack of cars. Should be the Zamac collection that we have right here. Here's your cars that are in there. So Silverado, M2, a Brazilian Charger, 510 wagon, King Cuda, and the GT500 Super Snake. So this cost me, let me just show you the cars first and foremost. So two that most people will be mostly after will be the M2, which I do have in the non-Zamac version, exactly like this, but in white instead of being unpainted. 510 is the one that people are always after. There's your GT500. And here's your Chevy Off-Road. The King Cuda on the bottom, which I do have a couple variations of. And my personal favorite, the Brazilian Charger, which the only other variation I have is the Ultra Hots variation. So happy to add that to the collection. And yeah, basically I managed to pick this up for a discounted $13 before tax, whereas this would have normally cost $20 before tax. So a good old 40% give or take savings, more like 35% saving on the regular price, which gives us a price of just over $2 a car, which is quite reasonable, seeing that these the Hot Wheels mainlines are normally over $2 before tax in my area, and we are talking about Canadian dollars. So definitely happy to pick that up and add that to the collection. Another 6-pack right there, non-alcoholic 6-pack, which is a good thing, you know, before the holiday season, you know, keeping it clean. And that's pretty much all the stuff I'll be keeping box/carded. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. Of course, subscribe to be notified of when I upload next. And of course, comment your feedback. On that, I will let you go. Stay safe out there. Happy hunting. All the best of luck in finding what you need for your collections, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.